Lieutenant Commander Danielle Giard.
And I'm Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Julian Roman.
We're both seniors in the Oxford NJROTC unit.
And this is our 10th annual military ball.
We would like to give thanks to Commander Maisley for all the hard work he's done for us.
Hi, my name is Sarah Shaw. I'm part of the Oxford High School NJROTC unit here in Oxford, Massachusetts. I'm 16 years old. I've been in the NJROTC unit for 3 years since my freshman year. I'm now a junior. I plan on continuing with the unit for the rest of this year and for next year. And for the unit, I do dry cleaning, and I am also part of operations.
Hi, I'm Kayla McCarthy. I'm part of the Oxford NJROTC unit. I'm 18 years old and I'm a senior this year. I've been in ROTC for 4 years since my freshman year, and I'm the co-chair of military ball with Sarah Shaw. We hope you and your parents enjoy tonight's festivities,
And we hope that you can join us next year.
Yeah. Vaughn, what's your advice?
Yeah, he's here. I know which way to go.
You're on this side. What do you say? I can't believe that's going on.
Got one? Got a good picture of you.
Hello, princess. How you doing? Greg, how are you?
Hi, I'm Tabor. Nice to meet you too. Hi, I'm Tabor. Nice to meet you. How are you? So what's your name? Elizabeth. Oh, what a wonderful name. Hi, I'm Tabor. Oh, not yet? Think hard on it. We'll meet again. We'll meet again today. We'll meet again. I don't know if you. Please give her a hug. Sorry. Hi, I'm Tabor. Driver's license, firearms license, what do you like? Driver's
Hey, you coming out? Mike, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Commander! How you doing? Not too much. Still well.
Where are you?
Oh, yeah. You have a life with us. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm just wondering what the truck is.
Are we? Okay.
No, that's fine. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Where do you go? Oh, it's right here. Ladies, look great tonight. Allie, right? Elizabeth. Go on Facebook. You guys are great.
What's Facebook?
Yep.
Yes. $5. I wanted to see what kind of reaction.
Allie, nice to meet you.
Good job.
Besides,
That's how damage it is. I mean,
very good.
oh, no, Kayla does. I'm gonna tell her. No, when I bring it, give it to her. Whisper it in her ear.
Master Chief's got it.
Hey, if you've got it in standby, put it there. All right.
Yes. That's it. Job well done. Job well done. That's right.
Thank you so much.
Scarborough, how did you go through the line and wind up in it? Commander, one more time. I don't see it.
You don't see me?
I don't see you anymore.
This my car's there.
Yeah. No Valentine cards. All
You know, they train us. They teach us how to do it. We spent a long time trying to teach us how to do it.
All right, we'll get this show on the road here. We may have to play with the audio a little bit because we weren't sure how the effects would work this afternoon. But before I start reading this script that we follow, so we're not forgetting some of our little details, Caleb McCarthy, front and center. Don't pout. Absolutely. That makes it that much more of a surprise. Kayla is one of our co-chairs today and has been working hard with Sarah to help put this together with a lot of committee members. But the real reason I'm calling her up here today is that originally when we started this process for the military ball, we always tried to program it a year in advance. And last year, the CO and I, Danny Giard and I, looked at the books and called in and asked for the 18th. And that ended up being on the front end of vacation once we saw the school calendar. So then Kayla was elected with Sarah as the co-chairs, and they said, let's do some alterations. Maybe it's better we push it on the back side of vacation. We tried to do that. And then, much to our shock, somebody grabbed the 25th, which opened up today, the 3rd. And Danny and I have to laugh over this because we have a tradition in our unit that for when somebody has a birthday, we usually give them a giant donut. And today, we found out, is Kayla's birthday. So, if you have it lit over there, I would rather start this tonight with the giant N&J donut that made Phantom Gourmet. And we give them out to all the kids in the unit and ask everybody to join in to sing happy birthday for her. And Master Chief, you don't have to do push-ups while we do this in the classroom. Well, yeah, girls don't push-ups in the gowns.
You singing? Oh, come on.
Noise.
In the tradition of Senior Chief Borland started when I took over his job, he would sing while the cadets would do push-ups for the honorary birthday person. So, here we go. Happy birthday to you.
What you're doing is your plate.
Kayla, the Douse twins have offered to devour that if you need help.
Now, back in line. While they're trotting back to position, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NJROTC Oxford High School's memorable 10th annual military ball. 10 years of celebrating a fun night with parents, kids, grandparents, and as Mr. Himmelberger said yesterday, an unusual gathering of lots of age groups from 3 in the afternoon to about 11, and everybody ends up having a blast and there's never any complaints. And I think that's really unique, and we do have a lot of fun. We know that we'll start this evening by introducing first the Millball committee members, and we'll post our members here. First with Sword Arch. Sword Arch will set up first. They've been waiting for their cue, sorry. And we'll introduce all the committee members who will be seated either at the head table or what we call day table 1 or 2 if we have to split the seating out. All right? John Lancy is going to set up and command the Sword Arch. So when you're ready, Mr. Lancy, bring them in and post them.
Aye, aye, sir.
Sword Arch first. Okay. That's the screw up from last year. Sean, you still got that Jeopardy music?
Forward, march.
Perfect timing.
March, up. And board, face. 2 steps backward, up.
It's my honor to introduce the following members for taking their positions. If you would, start your serious. Committee member Victoria Morris, she's a senior, escorted by junior Nicholas Richardson.
Please, head. Up.
Committee member freshman Amber Calcano, escorted by junior Tom Young.
Up.
Cadet Margaret Gay, escorted by committee member Michael Gerken.
Please, head. Up.
Senior Cadet Courtney Beaudry, escorted by committee member Jacob Goyette.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee members, Senior Mariah Harris, escorted by sophomore Brian Merritt.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee members, Elizabeth Saucier, escorted by Austin Yuko.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee members, Ali Scarborough, escorted by Dylan Bordeaux.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee member and company commanding officer Daniel Giard, escorted by Junior Andrew Kalinowski.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee co-chair Junior Sarah Shaw, escorted by Senior Jacob Mercure.
Green Dead. Up.
Committee co-chair Senior Kayla McCarthy, escorted by committee member and company executive officer Julian Roman.
Green Dead. Up.
Retire the sword detail.
Aye, aye, sir. One step forward. March. Now forward. Face. Forward. March.
Well done, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your Millball staff for this year, and it was my pleasure now to introduce co-chair Junior Sarah Shaw, who will start the ceremony.
On behalf of the committee, all the cadets in our program, and our instructors, I welcome everyone to our 10th annual formal military ball. There are 2 orders of business to open the evening. The first is to point out the location of the emergency exits for the ballroom and this country club. They are marked exit behind our DJ, where we took pictures, and through the main hallway. All are easily marked and provide a means of movement outdoors in case of danger. Secondly, we respectfully request that everyone turn off their cell phones and refrain from using them so that we have for a few hours without technology, so that it does not taint the elegance of the evening, particularly during the ceremony. Our military ball is designed to be a fun-filled formal event, intentionally different than a school dance. It's a time to enjoy gourmet food, show off newly acquired dancing skills, and enjoy time with old and new friends, senior parents, and returning alumni. It is a time for elegant socializing and remembering military traditions associated with formal affairs that have been conducted throughout our nation's history and that originated in Viking clan days. I am confident we are in for a great time for the next 7 hours as we ignore our hectic schedules and try to relax for a bit tonight. I would now like to introduce Cadet Petty Officer First Class Kayla McCarthy, our unit supply officer and the second co-chair for this military ball.
Tonight's color guard consists of 4 veteran members: sophomore Christopher Knight, commanding with the national colors; joined by sophomore Nick Packard carrying the Navy Battle Ensign from our Revolutionary War days, with sophomores Dylan Bordeaux and Brian Merritt as tonight's 2 rifle bearers. Cadets, come to attention, and I request everyone please stand for the presentation and the posting of our national colors.
Over. March. Mark time. March. Colors. Halt. Order. Colors. Left. Ace. Host. Present arms. Order arms. Left face. Or arms. Forward march.
Before you return to your seats, we ask everyone to observe a moment of silence for all Americans who paid the supreme sacrifice to ensure the survival of our nation in the past and for these men and women of our armed forces deployed around the globe today. These patriots, past and present, surrender personal dreams and risk their lives for all Americans at home so we can live without fear, enjoy daily freedoms, and pursue happiness in ways like this ball tonight. We would also like to include a moment of silence to remember Mrs. Linda Tripp, mom of a former cadet and supporter of this event for 9 years, who passed away suddenly last September. Her smile, enthusiasm, and professional support of our cadets through photography is more deeply missed. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Cadet Allison Scarborough. You may be seated. Good evening. Please let us bow our heads for a moment of silence for the invocation and grace. Merciful Father, look kindly upon us tonight as we celebrate the special comradeship of friends, the love of families, and the support of a great community. Thank you for your blessings displayed in the special talents all of us possess to reach our potential and wonderful dreams. Dreams achieved individually and as part of teams while cadets in high school, and dreams realized as alumni and new careers and young adults. Thank you for the gifts of friendship and trust, and most of all, this elegant meal to launch off the evening. Look kindly on all here, protect us in the strength of your hands, and guide us through the many challenges ahead of March. These things we ask in your name. Amen. I'd now like to reintroduce Kayla McCarthy. I would now like to reintroduce Cadet Sarah Shaw.
Before this evening's festivities and meal start, we would like to recognize our many distinguished guests. When called, please stand and take a bow. To help expedite this portion, and after the first introduction, we ask everyone to hold applause until everyone has been acknowledged. Please welcome Oxford High alumni Corporal Joel Doust, United States Marine Corps, and his lovely wife Chloe. Corporal Doust recently returned to Oxford following a demanding year-long deployment to tough operations in Afghanistan. Please know we are very proud of you that you both joined us, and that we are very pleased that Joel returned home safe and sound, and that we deeply appreciate your service. Continuing with our introductions, we have Oxford School Committee members, including Mr. Mark Peterson and his lovely wife, Ruth, and Vice Chairperson Laura Coonan and her husband, Don. Our Superintendent of Oxford Public Schools, Mr. Alan Himmelberger, and his lovely wife, Karen, who braved the elements from a great distance again to share our special. Of special note, our superintendent and the school and all school committee members again earned gold stars for maintaining perfect attendance for our formal, with Mr. and Mrs. Peterson earning a record 10th award tonight. Never missed one of them. Mr. Kevin P. Wells, principal of Oxford High School and District NJROTC Program Coordinator, and his fiancée, Miss Georgia Fortunato. Superintendent of Lincoln Public Schools in Lincoln, Rhode Island, who drove from Rhode Island to join us. Assistant Principal of Oxford High School, Mr. David Nugent, and his lovely wife, Jill. They too earned gold stars for perfect attendance for the 5th time. Longtime friends and enthusiastic Oxford High faculty members, Ms. Cassandra Klimzik, who is also our National Honor Society advisor, Mr. Timothy Craig, and Mr. Keith Radzik. Four cadets from our sister NJROTC unit at North High School, including their unit's cadet company commander and executive officer. North High cadets have joined us on several trips this year, while 14 Oxford cadets joined North at their Navy Marine Corps ball last October. Mr. Jonathan Tripp, who provides a 10th year of superb quality photography services for us, assisted by his son and former cadet Andrew and Andy's wife Jill. Mr. Sean Dowse, who generously offers his time, equipment, and musical expertise for many NJROTC events throughout the year. He again is our master of DJ tonight, and he also earns gold stars for his 10th year in a row. Continuing past Oxford tradition, the Military Ball Committee again invited 2 special groups. The first consists of the parents and grandparents of senior cadets and parents of underclassmen. All have made many sacrifices to support their children and have been very proactive supporting our unit over the past several years. Welcome, parents and grandparents. Take a bow. The second consists of 17 four-year Oxford NJROTC alumni who return to share fun with current cadets and reminisce with former classmates. Over a dozen other eligible 4-year grad alumni passed regrets either for work or reserve training, or others sent regret emails from Japan, Afghanistan, New York, California, and Georgia. Many called and visited Commander, and some traveled to support our drill teams at Saturday meets this year. Others donated gowns for current and future cadet use. At least 3 more NJROTC alumni have dedicated untold hours and gave up their afternoons and weekends to train and travel with drill team and color guard. To our distinguished NJROTC grads excelling in young adult lives, welcome back. And thanks again for your ongoing support. Please stand and be recognized. florist shop of Oxford in their wristlet, boutonniere, and centerpiece creations for the 6th year, of all which were deeply appreciated. This concludes our recognition and salutations. I would now like to reintroduce Kayla McCarthy.
The next portion of our ceremony focuses on the means to formally express goodwill towards organizations, institutions, and individuals. Today, our toasts continue best past and current practices for formal military balls. The historical custom of toasting dates back centuries when Northern European Viking clan customs required a piece of browned and spiced toast be placed in the drink at the day of special occasions, like successfully pillaging other towns or coastlines and returning home with many prizes. When saturated, the toast sank to the bottom of the horn vessel, and later someone would shout a challenge of toast to the head table of warriors in a loud voice. Thus, to literally get at the piece of toast, it was necessary to acknowledge both the challenge and the person making the challenge, and then drain your horn or your goblet to get at the toast. Many centuries later, in 1709, Sir Richard Steele wrote of a lady whose name was supposed to flavor a wine like spiced toast. Thus evolved the notion that the individual or institution honored with a toast would actually enhance the flavor of the wine or the liquid being consumed. Things certainly calmed down since the original Viking parties. Past practices saw toasts following desserts. Today, at modern weddings, at formal state dinners in Washington, and in old Japanese custom, toasts are offered prior to starting a meal. Oxford chooses to follow ancient and honorable Oriental practice tonight. Toasting rules are simple. Persons offering a toast should stand, raise a glass in a salute, while uttering an expression of goodwill. If an individual is toasted, they remain seated for the honors and the actual toast. For all other toasts, including those for the country, attending guests can stand and repeat the toast or say in unison, "Hear, hear," and then sip the drink in unison with others and resume their seats. This process is repeated for each and every toast offered. There is one exception to this procedure. When a toast is offered to the nation, attendees repeat the toast while remain standing while the national anthem is played. At the conclusion of the anthem, members and guests sip from their glasses and then take their seats. Protocol for guests generally dictates not bottoming up drinks for each toast save one. Protocol even requires those who abstain from drinking alcohol to bring their glasses to their lips on a toast to participate in the honors. Commander Maisley reminds us, when facing a long night, ignoring the bottoms-up rule, toasting at full throttle proves pretty dangerous to inexperienced sippers. Rest assured, we cadets won't make the same mistakes that perhaps our older alumni or Air Force or Army friends do. Bottoms up is normally expected for a toast to the parent service hosting the military ball, but Oxford will observe bottoms up for the very last toast tonight. If everyone would charge or fill your water or soda glasses at your setting and simply take a sip from them for each, toasting now commences. I would now like to introduce Danielle Giard.
I propose a toast to our country, the United States of America. Long may she continue to prosper as the land of the free and the home of the brave, the true beacon of democracy and hope for the rest of the world. Please stand and raise your glasses and take a sip at the conclusion of our national anthem sung by Sarah Shaw and Kayla McCarthy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart
the Executive Officer, Cadet Julian Roman.
I propose a real-world, traditional military toast to the Commander-in-Chief and President of the United States, Barack Obama. American leadership is picked by practicing democracy through ballot participation and even by not voting. America has never existed without leadership by citizens who volunteer to seek that office and carry the weight of the nation on their shoulders. We toast to the President of the United States of America. I would now like to introduce Cadet Brian Merrick.
I propose a toast to our host parent service, from which we have learned so many great traditions. As we cadets also practice its core values of honor, courage, and commitment, I propose a toast to the United States Navy, and may the Academy football team continue to beat Army and beat Air Force. I would now like to introduce Fireman Buffum.
On March 17th, 1791, as the first seagoing officer of the United States to the cutter Harriet Lane, firing the first shot of the Civil War across the bow of the Nashville. This service proudly fought beside its sister services from the Civil War to Guadalcanal in World War II, to Da Nang in Vietnam, to Desert Storm and Desert Shield in the early 1990s, to the operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, and operations against pirates off Somalia. This multi-service military force in being, Commander as the President of the Mess, special friends, guests, and all cadets. I propose a toast to United States Coast Guard, guardians of our seas, and defender of our homeland. Hear, hear, hear.
I propose a toast to the Oxford community, our support network, and our peers in other junior RASA units of all services. From town officials, members of the school committee, and district and high school administrators, to our teachers, our families, our civic organizers, and many individuals and family and group of patrons throughout Worcester Country and the state of Massachusetts. It is obvious we would not be where we are today without the support of many. Here's to a loving community, to shared friendship and experiences with fellow cadets and other schools, and to the support of a true nationwide work of practice.
I propose a toast to our departing NJROTC seniors who have contributed to this unit's success and helped us grow as a family. Each senior showed various levels of commitment, dedicated service, stellar achievement, and involving leadership. They have guided underclassmen and became living lessons about proving core values and simple truths never forgotten. Best of luck as you now look forward, with less than 45 school days remaining before graduation. Here's to Oxford's departing seniors.
Hear, hear, hear.
For those who didn't know, I would like to introduce Fireman Christopher Buffum, who was part of our unit, graduated last year, and yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, graduated from Coast Guard Basic Training in Cape May, New York, and drove all the way up here to be with us. So he'll carry on for Senior Chief's tradition of the Coast Guard toast. Last but not least, I'm honored to do, and have been asked by the committee to propose the final dual toast that embodies past traditions. First is to all ladies present. We all know today's Saturday. If you didn't know, in the British, Australian, Canadian, and U.S. Navies, the standard Saturday toast, because we have a toast for every day of the week, is in the officers' mess. It goes for wives and sweethearts. Whether current cadet or returning alumni, Whether a friend or relative, all the ladies present tonight are radiating a special charm. You're stars in your own right, and I'm proud that you graced this formal occasion with your presence on behalf of all of us. Second, for those in uniform, you'll recognize this. This is best our toast to absent friends and fallen comrades, those whose special friendships and shared experiences have made indelible entries on the pages and chapters of our lives. May their memory and legacies endure forever. And if you didn't know, for all the navies mentioned before, that's the standard Sunday toast that we all use. So here's to both groups and bottoms up. I would now like to reintroduce Cadet Caleb McCarthy.
A few reminders for all. Every dinner place setting has a dance card color coordinated for our Mardi Gras theme. It contains the origins, history, and a review of old military traditions for formal functions like this. Look upon the short history reading as another fun learning experience to expand your knowledge and social skills for the future. Each dance card also contains 2 color-coded inserts. One summarizes tonight's buffet selections and a general schedule for the evening. The second insert highlights the raffle. All NJROTC charity raffle proceeds are donated to the Oxford Food Bank to help their extensive local support operations in the community. There are many classy raffle items for cadets and adults alike, and the ticket pricing information is provided on the insert. We hope everyone can help us make this a bigger success than last year. Mardi Gras mask favors are provided at each setting with the dance cards. We request that all flowers, fiber optic pieces, candle holders, or Mardi Gras displays be left on the dining tables, the head table, and the foyer entrance, as they are earmarked for other uses following our ceremony. Thanks for coming and enjoy yourself. I would now like to introduce sophomore cadet Dylan Bordeaux and freshman cadet Jacob Goyette for the POW/MIA missing persons table.
Good evening again, everyone. Many of you have probably noticed a special table to our right, surrounded with all the service flags. They're the place of honor, our head table. At all major federal and military facilities across the nation, and MCs and bases on ships across the globe, there are similar tables. Some remain in place throughout the year. Others, out of necessity, are only displayed during special federal holidays like Memorial Day, Independence Day, and Veterans Day. The display is known as the Missing Man Table, the Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Honors Table, or simply the Table of Honor. The table is set up to call your attention to its purpose. It is reserved to honor and to remember the very essence of Veterans Day, Armed Forces Day, and Memorial Day. Missing family loved ones, missing comrades in arms, and missing veterans. Our table is set for 1, but may be set for 6. The 6 empty places would represent Americans, servicemen and women, still missing from each of the 5 services: Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Coast Guard, and for missing civilians. The table has a special ceremony at certain events. In the simplest sense, it symbolizes the mission and the action, and those who cannot be accounted for are here with us in spirit. Most of those considered in POW or MIA status were very young, not much older than we are in high school, when they were sent into harm's way by our government and its civilian leaders. The table serves as a reminder that all Americans should never forget the brave men and women who have answered and continue to voluntarily respond to our nation's call in the cause of freedom in a special way. Please allow me a few moments to explain the symbols of this special table. The table is round, to show an endless circle of everlasting concern for our missing servicemen and women. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions and motives when answering their government's call to duty. The single red rose, displaced in a vase, reminds us of the life of each of the missing, and their loved ones and friends of these Americans who kept the faith and await answers. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, a symbol of continued determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing. It also mimics the red ribbon worn on labels by those to bear witness to our determination to find an accounting. A slice of lemon is on the bread plate to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured, missing, or maybe who have lost their lives in a foreign land. A pinch of salt on the plate symbolizes the tears and grief endured by those missing and their families who continue to seek answers and closure to their loss.
A Bible, an Islamic Quran, or Jewish Torah is often displayed, representing the strength gained through faith to sustain those lost from our country, which was founded as, and still carries the motto, one nation, under God. The glass is inverted, to symbolize their inability to share a toast with fellow comrades at arms, fellow citizens, and family at special meals, holidays, and gatherings. The chair is empty, showing that they are missing. The table set for one is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against many captors. The single candle burns brightly, symbolizing our remembering in spirit those who have still not returned from their call to duty. In the chapels of the Air Force Academy, West Point, and the Naval Academy, there is a lone tall candle in a pew, and a black holder with a floral wreath at the base of the candle. The candle is lit during all services and at special vigils. The silent empty pew waits reserved for the return of those in POW and MIA status. We should never forget the sacrifices of American prisoners of war and missing in action. There are over 1,800 American service personnel still unaccounted for from Vietnam, over 8,200 Americans unaccounted for from the Korean War, and over 80,000, yes, 80,000 American citizens unaccounted for from overseas land and sea battles across the globe from World War II, nearly 20% of all the Americans lost in that war alone. The Table of Honor helps us to simply take a moment to remember all our missing heroes who gave so much of themselves for the greater good of the nation. We hope these few minutes cause you to think about the real meaning of several major national holidays we celebrate and the sacrifices of many before us that allow us to be where we are today as a community, as a state, and as a nation. This Oxford Naval Junior ROTC unit presentation and the table itself have been displayed at Oxford Middle School and Oxford High School several times and at the Auburn-Webster Log of Elks. We were deeply honored to bring it and make this very presentation before over 500 senior state officials, active duty and retired generals, admirals, and other senior officers, veterans, and distinguished guests at the 78th Armed Forces Committee of Worcester County Military Ball at the Hogan Center at Holy Cross a few years ago. Thank you for remembering now and in the future, and for the privilege of once again sharing this table of honor with you tonight. I would now like to introduce our company commander, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Daniel Giard, who will review the general guidelines for this evening.
There are a few simple rules and common sense items which our inaugural Military Ball Committee chose to establish and that our unit has followed for 10 years to help maintain proper decorum for this special formal occasion. A few key reminders for this evening. Cadets are expected to remain in the dining room, dance hall, and the building for their own safety. Cadets departing the building will not be readmitted. No beverage containers other than those provided by Wachusett Country Club are permitted within the building. Gum chewing is considered inappropriate by Emily Post etiquette rules and common sense for formals. Smoking, any use of tobacco, and/or any form of substance abuse is not permitted by school or Wachusett rules for the duration of this ball. Alcohol consumption is not permitted by anyone, including adults, as this is a school-sponsored function. Provocative or foul language is considered inappropriate. Common courtesies, good behavior, and respect for everyone are considered the order of the day. Zero tolerance policy will be enforced for any form of provocative dancing. Those electing to do so will be asked to leave the dance floor and the grounds after calling parents to return home. Cell phones, as mentioned before, should not be used for the duration of this ceremony, but may be used to take pictures if you have that ability once the meal begins. Please follow this simple request to maintain decorum for a few brief hours to refrain from the technological addiction of texting. Uniform jackets will be worn for the duration of the ball, even while dancing. Ladies may remove shoes while dancing, but must put them back on when leaving the dance floor, especially when heading to the powder room. For safety and health reasons, Wachusett Country Club and local health codes prohibit being barefoot throughout the complex other than the dance floor. Please note there are special baskets in both male and female restrooms with special accessories, some toiletries, and even some emergency items available for the evening. A soda and water station, which is over there, will be available for the duration of the dance to refill glasses or cups. Please refrain from using other bars or open rooms elsewhere in the complex, and leave the plastic serving pitchers at the stations. Coffee is reserved for the adults. Several months of meetings and many hours of work attending to a host of details by a small handful of proactive committee members and commander have brought us to this moment. We hope everyone has as much fun tonight as we have had at our previous balls. If there are any problems, please see myself, Kayla McCarthy, or Sarah Shaw, this year's Military Ball Committee co-chairs, or Commander Maisley, and we will be glad to assist. Commander, as President of the Mess, we request your permission to use our great Navy's tradition in verifying we are ready to serve.
Company Commander, carry out the 700-year tradition to validate the serving of the meal. Do you have any volunteers that may want to act as Mr. Vice or Miss Vice now to sample the meat?
Ladies first.
Alright, sir. Head chef, parade the beef.
Sorry, Commander. It's so good. I mean, I deem this meal fit for human consumption.
For our honored guest, the chef will now prepare to present his grand buffet. And since this is the first time we've performed this traditional tasting of the beef, you should know that the music that Mr. Dowse found is 700-year-old music played by the Royal Navy in the age when they were at war with France. And the name of the song is Roast Beef of Old England, and that is played every time at messes in a dining hall prior to serving. So the meal is ready to go, I believe. CO, take it away.
Alright, so a two-sit grand buffet will begin shortly. Members of the dignitaries tables, that is the head table, VIP tables, and our DJ will proceed first to the buffet serving area first. All other tables shall proceed when directed by the serving staff. Please allow everyone to receive a first serving, and then feel free to return to the buffet as often as you like. Dessert will be brought to each table separately. Bon appetit and enjoy your meal.
tongues to the bread or no? Are there tongues to the bread or just digging in? Sounds good. We've tried.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble again.
Hello.
Hello.
I need to get you to work for Channel 3.
I know. Do you want?
So, for our ball tonight, you've all heard about who's on the committee, and that Sarah and I are co-chairs, and that we have vice chairs, and all this stuff. But you probably don't know that there are some people behind the scenes who are really important. So, the event manager, the person who helped us put this all together, is Mr. Mark Zenovich. He's right over here. So we just wanted to say thank you to him. And we wanted to give him this picture frame as a token of our appreciation. So we have one more thank you to address, but he's currently not here. So we'll get right on that.
Say parade the beef again.
Huh?
Say parade the beef again.
Yeah. Alright, everybody, can we have your attention again? So the second person that we need to thank is our fabulous chef who has made all this wonderful food and does this for us every year. That's Mr. Gary San Gennaro.
I will start. All right. To keep things going, I know people are back at the table back there, and the ticket sales started on the charity auction, but what I'm going to do is get things rolling for First Dance, because the way it's laid out and the way it was asked, I have to bring up, I believe, 16 people. So I'll start, and bear with me, I just want to make a couple comments on each one as they come up. Oxford First Dance is basically a carry-on of a tradition that we learned from our sister units down in Coventry, Rhode Island, and Cranston East, schools that we compete against in the Southern New England Drill League, and we learned from them about 15 years ago. When Oxford first started its mill ball in 2000, 10 years ago, the staff immediately picked up and said, let's do it. We like it. Why? Because First Dance allows a final recognition of the mill ball committee before the general dance activities start for the night. First Dance is one of two special dances we pulled into this evening. One is First Dance for the committee, and the second one we started 3 years ago is the seniors and their parents dance. And that'll happen about 30 minutes into the period. Yes, Jake, you have to come up here. Once those are done, the dance floor is open for the remainder of the evening. I hope the space is not reserved. What I'm going to do is introduce our couples, and I'm going to ask you to please hold your applause until we've introduced everybody. First, I'd like to introduce Senior Cadet Committee Co-Chair Kayla McCarthy. Kayla has served this year as the Unit Supply Officer, where she's done a remarkable job organizing and reorganizing our entire supply system of uniforms, equipments, closets, boxes, gears, storage, and more. For those that are unfamiliar with it, there are over 100,000 pieces of uniform item that we are required to have the students help track. and the instructors have to have accountability for. Kayla's done a wonderful job trying to learn that, and she has been assisted by others trying to learn the Navy's computer system and the software, which we don't get formal training on, to manage the system and make sure everything's ready for inspection. As a sophomore, she was part of an undefeated unarmed color guard, and for the past 2 years, she's focused her efforts on drill and the unarmed side of the house. This year, she's one of several team commanders leading unarmed inspection, regulation, and exhibition teams, the best school of league season titles for within our league. Kayla's also a member of the National Honor Society Best Buddies After School Chorus Cultural Enrichment, local Girl Scout troop activities, and birthday girl today. She is escorted today by Senior Cadet and Company Executive Officer Julian Roman. Julian is a graduate of the 2-week-long Area 4 Leadership Academy in Newport and a veteran member of our Armed League Championship drill teams, including this year's undefeated Armed Inspection Team. Julian is also a shooter on the air rifle team, a member of the physical fitness team, and has done a bang-up job as our unit's second in command this year when put into a unique position in a unique time. Last fall, he earned a second varsity letter on cross-country team. Both our company commander and I have come to rely on his consistently selfless dedication to the unit over personal schedules, his stellar initiative and supervisory skills, and mature insights that have helped us run this award-winning unit. Junior Cadet Committee member Sarah Shaw. She is a three-year veteran of our league championship drill teams in color guard and jumped right into assumed duties as a drill team commander this year. She helped lead the unarmed drill teams to win Best School of League Season and Best Unarmed Color Guard as a rifle bearer this year. She is affectionately known as the unit's dry cleaning lady. Why? Because she's helped coordinate on Excel spreadsheets all the receipts that the students fill out, and we have special arrangements with Twin City Cleaners in Dudley. We shuttle clothes up for the parents, we pick them up in my vehicle, bring them back, hang them up. She tags and sets them out and makes the Excel spreadsheet to let the kids know what they have to pay, and then once a month they write a check, reimburse the unit, and that's how we operate for the sake of gas efficiency and other things. She's done a remarkable job with that. She's also an honor roll student, member of the academic team, was inducted into the National Honor Society last year as a sophomore. Sarah is also a member of the OHS band and obviously select chorus for her performance tonight, singing the anthem. She is escorted by Senior Cadet Jake McCure. Jake came to us last year as a school choice student from Leominster as a junior and immediately jumped into many NJROTC activities here. He serves as our unit's operations officer this year and was part of our league championship drill and color guard teams. Jake has earned a varsity letter in cross country and represented Oxford as one of its 2 ambassadors to the 2011 Massachusetts Boys State at Stonehill College in Easton, Massachusetts last summer. A few weeks after that, he completed the 2-week-long Area 4 Leadership Academy in Newport, earning the distinguishing silver cord, and was selected by his 36 peers to lead his platoon at graduation and pass a review as his company commander. Jake has completed basic leadership training in Newport and is part of our air rifle, academic, and physical fitness teams and our performing color guard. He has been accepted to Jacksonville University in Florida, where he aspires to be awarded a Navy ROTC scholarship, which we should have some news on in the next 2 months, and to become a Navy jet pilot. Senior committee member and cadet company commander Danielle Giard. Danny is a multi-year veteran of our league championship drill teams that earned multiple Best School of League season titles over the past several years. She is the most experienced competition color guard commander in Oxford ranks this year and has commanded the Armed Color Guard through all competitions this year. She is part of our air rifle, academic, and physical fitness teams and a graduate of basic leadership training in Newport. Last summer, Danny earned herself free tuition to represent Oxford at the 2011 Massachusetts Girls State at Stonehill College, and a few weeks later graduated with Jake at Leadership Academy, earning her silver cord after enduring and completing the 2-week-long course at Newport. Danielle has served since Oxford's company commander since June of 2011 with confidence, distinction, and a lot of plain hard work. She will lead this unit through our formal Navy inspection at a time to be announced later this month, and many other challenges in the coming months, all while she is looking forward to graduation. She is totally immersed in the towns and school softball teams and has completed multiple special pitching and umpiring camps. And Danny has been my key right hand helping run and maintain this unit this year and has been also deeply involved in community service. She is escorted by Junior Cadet Andrew Kalinowski, who's making his inaugural Millball appearance this year, and I hope it's not just for the food. Andy serves as our unit's first lieutenant, which is kind of a thankless job, where he spearheads many projects and activities for our unit, maintaining our spaces because we clean them, and maintain them and get them up to standard. He is also a graduate of basic leadership training, shoots on the air rifle team, heads up both the physical fitness team and the special Memorial Day push-up challenge for our unit this year. For nearly a year as a sophomore, Andy coordinated all of Oxford's weekly bingo concession operations for the Webster Auburn Elks Lodge when we help out with the concession assistance. He's also participated on the arm drill team for part of this competitive season, was part of Oxford's inaugural honor guard team that appeared in the Celebrate Massachusetts parade by invitation last year at the Big E. Senior Cadet Courtney Beaudry. Courtney is the French horn section leader of the Oxford High School Band and a member of National Honor Society. She's also part of the Cultural Enrichment Club and after-school chorus. She was the first member of her peer class, and it seems like decades ago as a freshman, to earn a color guard ribbon with me as a freshman, and she is an avid reader and active in band and theater projects. She is escorted by freshman cadet and committee member Jacob Goyette. Jacob was elected by his peers this year as president for the class of 2016 and is a member of the student council. He has been an honor roll student, part of the First Lieutenant's Deck Force, maintaining our spaces and proactive in community service and unit special events. He intends on becoming part of the drill team next year and is already starting to practice his moves for that. Junior cadet and committee member Allie Scarborough. Allison is currently serving as our deputy supply officer and is also a veteran member of our championship drill league and color guard teams. In fact, Allie commanded the unarmed color guard to the first place best school of league season title this year and also played on both the armed and unarmed drill team. She is co-captain for the air rifle team and a steady contributor on the academic and physical fitness teams. Allie is a veteran player on the Lady Pirates softball team and played field hockey for OHS as a sophomore. She has been very heavily involved in community service and making many things happen behind the scenes for the unit. Allie's escort is sophomore cadet and committee member Dylan Bordeaux. Aside from taking the chef's plate on sampling tonight, Dylan serves as the Oxford's administrative officer, working on cadet advancements, personnel records, personal awards, individual achievements for all cadets using the Navy's Joint Uniform Maintenance and Material System software. He received no training, but is learning the day-to-day hands-on operation and has impressed people already with his knowledge of that system. He, like the supply cadets, have to spend a lot of time learning the software on their own to perform their job. Dylan is also one of my two sophomore color guard captains along with Chris Knight, and he's a superb rifle bearer on any competitive or performing color guard. In fact, he and several others will join me at 9 a.m. tomorrow in Senator Moore to do a performance at the Senator's request in Webster after a night of doing this. This ought to be fun. Dylan's also commanded the armed regulation and armed regulation team, where on his first try he got first place in the drill league. Like many of his peers, he's heavily involved in community service, has played Joseph in the Living Nativity for the Oxford Bandstand at Christmas, and is part of the air rifle academic and physical fitness teams. Tonight, he set a new record for being the fastest volunteer in Oxford history for what you saw. Senior cadet and committee member Mariah Harris. Mariah is a 4-year veteran of the OHS Chorus and a member of Best Buddies. She has also been a part of NJROTC for over 3.5 years and participates in community service projects for our unit. Mariah is escorted by sophomore Brian Merritt. Brian enjoys repeat appearances on the honor roll and played major roles on drill team this year as he learned to compete on both the armed and unarmed side. He competed on both the armed and unarmed color guards as well as a rifle bearer, and then amazed crowds and judges by spinning a sword faster than a windmill or probably like a rotary lawnmower that helped our team get higher places, and nobody got hurt. He's a member of the air rifle team, the academic team, physical fitness teams, and has routinely participated at the elk support projects and many public performances for color guard. So a special note for Brian tonight. Brian is Oxford's sole selectee as a sophomore to fill an alternate position to attend the Navy Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Camp at the Embry-Riddle University in Daytona, Florida this coming June as an alternate, with all the transportation and travel expenses paid. We anxiously await word and hope that somebody, most likely a senior, will drop out, and we will have the first sophomore on the East Coast to fill that position. Senior cadet and committee member Victoria Morris is escorted by junior cadet Nick Richardson. Tori's a veteran of our drill teams in the past and participated on competitive and performing color guards for 2 years as a freshman and sophomore. Earlier in her high school career, she participated on the air rifle and academic teams and was also engaged in community service. She is also a graduate of Special Basic Leadership Training Camp at Newport. She is escorted by junior Nick Richardson, who is also a 2-year veteran of the armed and unarmed drill teams and the competition and performing color guard. Last year, Nick commanded the armed regulation and inspection teams and made significant contributions to Oxford winning its 6th straight overall Armed Division title. He participates on the air rifle team and academic team this year. Sophomore Margaret Gay joined the unit this year by going directly into the Naval Science 2 course. She's making significant contributions to the NS2 class discussions and is starting practice for a rifle team and will participate in the National Junior ROTC academic exam next Wednesday. She has helped with bingo operations at the Elks and has easily acclimated herself to the unit and is going to be a future leader. She is escorted by freshman cadet and committee member Michael Gerton. Mike is the first freshman in his class to earn not only one but several color guard ribbons, each requiring 5 performances. He then made a significant contribution on the arm drill team and helped us secure a 2nd place in the league best school of season honors. As a freshman, he has also helped out with the air rifle team as a standout shooter. He too will be participating in the national academic exam next week. Sophomore cadet and committee member Elizabeth Saucier. Biz is one of our top sophomore girls and has immersed herself in a myriad of team and special activities. She's a veteran member of the unarmed drill team that won multiple awards this year, including Best School of Season for the inspection team. She has participated on the air rifle team, academic team, and was one of 18 Oxford cadets who completed the demanding basic leadership training camp last year at Newport. And once again, for the 6th year in a row, she and her female counterparts, we've never had an Oxford female drop out of that camp, despite the pressures of the Marines getting in your face. That I'm very proud of. Biz has done significant community service in many projects and performed in color guard from several parades. And also at senior graduation last year, where she played in the color guard for the first time, and was also part of our special Biggie parade team. A special note, Biz has dedicated many hours assisting efforts to relabel and recycle trophy awards for the Southern New England Drill League, which helped me and the rest of the league save over $2,800 of operating costs the last 2 years by recycling and relabeling. She's also taken the initiative to undertake a rough and thankless job of breaking down and re-entering individual community service data for our cadets for a period covering the last 2.5 years. Alumni, you will be interested to know that your names are also on that list that she broke down, and thanks to her diligent efforts over the last 7 months, we now have individual accounts for every one of you, and you are all going to be able to claim from the White House an individual National Community Service Award that I hope to have by the next inspection. She is escorted by sophomore cadet and committee member Austin Yuko. Austin is a member of our drill team, which won Special League honors this season in the Armed Division, and has participated in the Performing Color Guard. He has participated in several postal competitions for air rifle, academic, and athletic teams, and is also a graduate of that demanding 4-day basic leadership camp at Newport. He is heavily engaged in community service and is a familiar face helping weekly bingo operations at the Elks throughout the calendar year on Wednesdays. That includes the summer. I'll now ask that all other junior members of the Military Ball Committee and their escorts please join these cadets on the dance floor. First dance tonight will be done as a waltz to a tune called All of My Heart, sung by John Michael Montgomery. Everybody has been diligently practicing for a few days this week to get their waltz skills polished in between all the work necessary. So I'll ask Maestro DJ commence first dance. Cadets, do your thing.
I asked her, I said, can you dance? She goes, yes, I'm all set, Mom. This is the only dance I'm doing. Yeah, I saw the twirl.
Hi everyone, it's Kevin Wells, the principal at Oxford High School, and I just want to congratulate all of the members of the NJROTC program here. This is their 10th military ball, and they've done an outstanding job. Not only the students, but Commander Maisley and Master Chief Youngsman, their commitment, their dedication of the whole program, not only to Oxford High School, but the entire community, is exemplary for all students in the Oxford Public Schools. So again, I want to extend my deepest appreciation for their commitment and dedication, and I also want to thank them for having such a wonderful time here this evening at the 10th Annual Military Ball, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Good evening, Mark Peterson, Oxford School Committee. A lot of you know me, and I am attending the NJROTC ball tonight, put on by the Commander Maisley and the cadets, basically the cadets. These are great events, and if the public can see this, this is the cadets or the students themselves have put this together. It's parents, grandparents, cadets alike, mixing and mingling of all ages in our community. And this is what I have served this community for a long time. Just to enjoy a night like this pays off for all the work that we have done, put into our school system and our students. And I am really happy to be here, honored to be here as a guest of theirs, and enjoying an absolutely wonderful evening at the NJROTC Military Ball. Again, thank you to the Commander and to the cadets.
Multiple parents are welcome. Don't be shy. Seniors and parents. I don't think they want to hear me play Jeopardy again. All right, this is a special request made by the cadets to play to their parents.
my daddy tells religiously. Like clockwork every time he sees an opening in a conversation. Like the way things used to be. I just roll my eyes and make a beeline for the door. I'd always end up starry-eyed, cross-legged on the floor, hanging on to every word. Man, the things I heard. It was harder times, longer days, 5 miles of school uphill both ways. We were cane switch raised, dirt floor poor. Of course, that was back before the war. Yeah, your uncle and I made quite a pair, flying F-15s through hostile air. He went down, but they missed me by there. He'd always stop right there and say, "That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your hat on. That's a chin held high, the two fall down. The guts of kid, just stuck out like a small town bragger flying, or a newborn baby crying in the arms of the woman that you love." Those GTOs don't run away. I ended up broken down in some town on the railway. Next thing I know, babies came and got started. Sure do miss right on the hot rod. Sure save gas in the foreign God. Dad, I want to revive the electric down. Fuel machine, go out to the net. All those voice. Then he raised it. Said, "Let me tell you right now. That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your head on. You don't need to make a move. Just one thing more to you working. You can do what you're able. Put food there on the table. And we're running for the family that you love. That's something to be proud of.
All right, seeing as a couple of you are wearing red, I felt it appropriate to play this next one.
I think so too. We were meant to be together, and that's why we can roll with the punches. We can stroll hand in hand. And when I say it's forever, you understand that you're always in my heart, always on my mind. And when it all becomes too much, you never fall behind. And there's no one that comes close to you. Could ever take your place. 'Cause only you can love me this way.
Much more funny stories to tell about her. She does have a house. Much more charming. Oh, yes. Definitely, baby.
Yeah, I like that red light.
For you are
I forgot to put a cut.
have a good time tonight?
Of course! Always!
Always. And we know you always have a good time. You come back for more, right?
Of course! Every year! Hi! See you all next year!
Bye-bye.
See you next year.
And will be more fun.
Hi, I'm Cadet Lieutenant Commander Danielle Giard.
And I'm Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Julian Roman.
Thank you for staying with us for the last dance.
We hope you really enjoyed the evening.
I know we did.
I did.